Good afternoon, I'm Daniel Miller and this is Destiny Academy. A warm welcome to all of our friends, fans, community members, participants and viewers from around the world joining us today live on Twitch on a variety of different platforms. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being our dedicated community members. Thank you for being here with us almost every day and also supporting my charitable campaign as well as the channel and our community. Thank you for that. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very grateful in view of everything that we received during the last 5 years here on the channel, and also particularly when it comes to the charitable fundraising. Very grateful to everyone who has been contributing, be it through the share of the news, the tweets, or just spreading the word, or donating, contributing, wanting to get involved with our campaigns. Your help and your assistance has been truly remarkable, and I will always treasure that. So today we are having a very different type of stream. The reason for that is primarily linked to what we're expecting next week on Tuesday, and that is the showcase event. We are all hyped up about it. We heard a lot about everything that is likely to follow from Bungie and other people, and obviously there's a lot of hype and expectation related to the event, which will be delivered at around 5 o'clock next Tuesday. So we are less than a week away from that. But really what's very significant at the moment is the fact that the game director went live yesterday unannounced to tell the community about everything that is being done to Destiny, as he was responding to very great criticism coming from many community veterans who were extremely unhappy with the write-up that he and his team had given us a week before. So that was significant. Obviously Tuesday is the day when we're getting the reset, and he went in depth. It's a short video, in fact, with his analysis of what went wrong. So I'll give you just a bit of that, and then today, because of everything he had said, and I guess the rule aura of what's been happening with Destiny, we'll dedicate our community stream today to the PvP. And the PvP has been of great concern to very many players who've been here with the game for 9 years, and there are many reasons for that. First of all, in Destiny 1 it's impossible to do the Crucible anymore. We tried several times with Zenith and Gale and other friends, and we were just unable to get in due to the fact that the servers are not performing, or there's some other sort of reason, I guess downsizing of the rooms to which we can access the game. But we are indeed going to be able to access, I'd say, most of those maps in Destiny 2, and the concern which has been spreading since last week has been very much linked to getting some adverts in here, some announcements. Let me see what that is. I'm getting an announcement saying incoming ad break. So fast. I've not been even broadcasting for longer than a few minutes, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the ads cut in, but if you're watching it on playback, you are not missing out on any of the content, because the ads will pop up and then you'll carry on as usual. The problem with the ads at the moment is they're cutting into the actual live content, and therefore people miss out on the audio and everything that's been said, which I think is completely disgraceful, and they really need to find out a new way through which the broadcaster's content is not being interfered with, as many people watch many different streams in order to get the content, and they like watching it live because it is very interactive. Anyway, coming back to Joe Blackburn and all that he said, he responded to the criticism, and the criticism was linked to the servers, to the PvP activity, to everything that we've seen in recent months, the error messages, all the other very annoying occurrences which have not been resolved. And he also was reflecting on Gambit and on some new maps, the Crucible armor, and various other things which indeed had been mentioned in the complaints. Bungie and the creator team always read messages on Reddit, and there is a feeling that on Reddit there is quite a group of disgruntled veterans and people who like playing this game solo, and therefore they keep putting a lot of pressure on Bungie to do a lot more for the soloists in terms of the content rewards and everything else. I really don't find in my community, which is fairly big, and we've had it here on the channel for more than 5 years, any form of negativity there are people who are concerned about the lack of content or some addition in Destiny 2, but at the same time they appreciate the hardship and the difficulties that the developers gone through during the pandemic, and they're quite understanding. So in any case, having that sort of massive outburst of fury had concerned the developer and the team that is indeed working on the game, and they responded in kind, and I think they really wanted to make sure that whatever came out of Bungie would not be angry or abrasive. They just wanted to really reflect on what apparently in their view had gone completely wrong. Wrong in terms of not responding to the community, and also presenting write-up that was, I guess, not maybe adequate or accurate. But it's all well and fine today. Looking back in hindsight, I think they expect that people just accept what's been said, and they realize that this is not an option. The game of this magnitude could face a huge disaster if things simply went south, and that is not something that we want to be seeing in any circumstances. The community attached to this title is massive, and it is the everything like Halo and Elder Scrolls. It's a very popular game, but he also re-emphasized that Destiny from the beginning was not really a PvP game. It was a game with the emphasis on the exploration of that massive big universe through a variety of different activities. Not really a kind of a typical open world type of RPG, but then on the other hand, the emphasis was on PvE, which means you're engaging with NPCs, picking up the quests, loot, materials, crafting, doing certain things, completing the bounties, and progressing forward in the game. So he did indicate this in his video. In any case, if you've not watched the video, definitely make sure that you go to his Twitter. It's Joe Blackburn, and you put your hashtag Joe Blackburn on Twitter search, you'll get it up and running straight away. And as well, I've got it here, so no big deal really. In actually on my so today, in order to connect with what's happening in Destiny, first of all I'll give you a bit more about what's been said and what the plan is prior to the showcase, and then we'll do a PvP back to back up to a point where we actually completed today. So that's the idea, that's what we are going to be doing, and let's just have a look at what Joe Blackburn had said. We'll bypass all the other news and other things which we usually do. It's just a bit of a different type of session. Want to see if any of our community members want to join us for a Crucible session. I know that some people were wanting to do that within Destiny 1. We are unable to do that, and I think the maps and activity in the sequel are very, very similar, so therefore we can just do it instead. And it's a one-off community-based session. Also, I need to say we are supporting Mind Charity, as you know, so I've got the message there pinned to the top of my chat on Twitch. And so if you're interested, if you want to donate, if you want to be contributing, if you want to get to know more, just click on a link, get all the information. Mind is a charity based in Britain, and it helps people with mental health problems and emotional difficulties. They are serviced by volunteers and professionals to deliver professional services, which are in a form of individual group counselling. Also provide advice on the practical level for people who are suffering from serious illnesses. They help them with other community-based activities, as well as referrals and anything else which is basically practical. So therefore very, very valuable for everyone who is experiencing that sort of problem, and certainly one of the leading charities in Britain that's been helping people for more than 6 decades. And I personally have had dealings with Mind in the past professionally, and I've supported the services, I've worked with the staff, and indeed I'm very, very familiar with the quality work they provide under very, very huge strain because of their resources. The resources are minimal, and I find it extraordinary that many people who are training in psychiatry or medicine or psychotherapy, they actually go there and volunteer, and they work a certain number of hours per week, completely free of charge, in order to deliver the services, in order to help as many people as possible. As we know, the hospitals are not in possession to deliver such services, and therefore Mind and what they do is absolutely fundamental for the well-being of many of our local community members. So absolutely very important for anyone who is British, who is living in Britain, who is familiar with the charity, as well as everyone who perhaps wants to learn more, to click on the link, get the knowledge. And just remember that anything that we do here in Britain which is within the niche, either science or medicine, is always shared with the rest of the world, so the benefits are immense for everyone. And if you're contributing, if you're donating, you become an integral part of that process in which we save lives, right? And Mind are saving lives, and therefore us as contributors are also actively involved. We are saving lives as we are helping them to select more people to work for them, i.e. the human resources. We're helping them to get the revenue for new offices or new places where they work from, and just generally support the services overall. So remember, donate generously if you wish, and get to know a bit more about the charity and try to learn as much as you can from the links. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything else, just ping us a message on any of my platforms. I'll be very glad to engage, and I can put you in touch with Mind if you want to ask anything else which is perhaps personal, confidential, or anything else linked to the actual services if you are somebody who wants to be a service user. Back to Destiny. Destiny 2 game director finally gives some hope to PvP fans in new video. So Joe Blackburn also apologized for the recent State of the Game article that really frustrated players. Not frustrated, just made them extremely angry, furious. The article is from Polygon and written by Ryan Gilliam. And he says, after a tumultuous few weeks for Destiny 2 fans just ahead of Bungie's big reveal on the final ship expansion on August the 22nd, game director Joe Blackburn has come to the rescue. On Tuesday, Blackburn posted a video of himself talking on his personal Twitter, which is a format the studio has never used before. Absolutely. So it felt like a personalized message. In this 16 minutes video, very short, Blackburn talks about the State of the Game article from a few weeks ago. It's not a few weeks ago, it's last week. What went wrong with it, how Bungie is fixing the pain points in the future, and what players can expect in the next week's revival. So whilst I'm reading this, I will actually give you the link, put it on my, let me just see. Joe Blackburn video, I'll say watch here. And there's the link. So that's the article. And the link is, the video is included. You can just watch it on Twitter. You can go directly to, well, just click on the video, which is there, literally at the very top of the page, and you can see everything and get to know more in addition to what I will be presenting with here. And so the bulk of Blackburn's time in the video is about PvP, so that's what we are going to be doing here, which has been a major pain point in the community for quite a few years. According to Blackburn, Bungie now believes that putting out one map a year isn't great for the game, so that's actually contradicting what's been said in the article from a week before. Contrary to what the State of the Game article has suggested, instead Bungie will work to release multiple Crucible maps each year in a single map pack. Well, they'll probably be extracted from various maps that are already present in Destiny universe. But I said again and again, creating a battle royale with Guardians in there, where Guardians have different powers, and you play Zavala and Ikora and Ares and Eros, will be absolutely fantastic. So like your own Apex Legends within the game, much more interesting, fully tactical. I'm sure it would be hugely popular. They really have to consider that. And I'll write. I actually have not even come across suggestions of that sort on Reddit. It's just odd. Nobody suggested anything like it. Anyway, it's just in my personal idea and something that I see as my personal preference. So Blackburn also spoke about creating a PvP strike team whose job will be to brainstorm fixes, communicate them to the community, and then implement them very quickly. Bungie used this kind of tactic before when the game was in a bad state between the Curse of Osiris and Warmind expansions back in 2018. On the topic of armor, he spoke about several different types of armor in the game and how Bungie had chosen to shy away from armor that players do not use very much, which I think is a good idea. They initially wanted to offer almost like an infinite quantity of different bits and pieces, and people don't use it. I pick it up and I just delete it. It's not interesting. It needs to be, I guess, delivered in moderation, and then we can obviously choose the very best. It's a bit like choosing the titles on streaming platforms, like a sea of titles, and then you create your watch lists, and most of the times you don't watch most of these titles. So I just think that being oversaturated, having too many things on offer, is not always the very best, and comes with a trend. So like the sets found in the Ritual playlist, Strikes, Crucible and Gambit, this is technically going back on a promise that Bungie made years ago to deliver one new Ritual armor set proper expansion, Bungie failed to communicate the shift away from new rituals set before Lightfall, and players have been making a huge amount of noise about it since the expansion release earlier this year. Well, expansion has been really very poorly received. So to compensate for the missing, Bungie will move a real money only set originally slated for season 22 over to the ritual playlist pool next season. So it's quite interesting that the monetization, the aggressive monetization, is being, I guess, decreased to a degree, and what they intended to sell you now will be coming out as sort of in-game loot, and that is certainly appreciated. And I think they need to introduce more of that. The loot present through Eververse and purchases should be very similar to what you get in the game. The only difference there is if you want to be grinding for certain items for quite some time, you have that choice. So you can either grind in order to get the armor or do some very difficult pinnacle activities, or you can purchase them if you want to have a shortcut. So it's similar to what you have in big open world games with fast travel. But obviously, if you fast travel, you miss out on the content. And exactly the same thing will happen if you have shortcuts in Destiny. So I think it's a mindset. Well, they just want to ensure that the money was being paid, but it's really quite a wrong mindset, because if you are trying to force people to buy, they will simply decline because they will feel that they're being coerced into doing something that they actually do not want to do and they don't need. Instead of leaving it as an option where in fact many more people can be contributing and therefore the revenue will come your way. So, you know, there is obviously a big dilemma for the companies that have huge expenditures. Do you leave it to coincidence, or do you actually pursue the method that will guarantee income? Anyway, that's up for them to decide. So Blackburn was clear that this is an apology for the miscommunication, that players should not be necessarily expecting a yearly ritual armor set going forward after the final shape. But I don't think it's too difficult to create. One per year, you're like one armor per year. It's just, you know, yeah. Finally, Blackburn did offer some teasers for the final shape reveal as well. He told players not to expect any major system changes to appear in the showcase, and that it's instead focused for a wider audience. While doing this, however, he dropped some news that Xur will be getting a major overhaul next expansion, including the introduction of strange coins, so it's going to be similar to Destiny 1. And players will get a reworked HUD that better displays buffs and debuffs. All these changes seem to be going over really well in the community, and Blackburn made it clear he intends to keep up the communication headed into the final shape with streams of himself playing the game and addressing community feedback. So that's what we've heard, and there's some, you know, there are some messages in there in response to this. And the Milkman says, "Too little, too late. I've been going along for a majority of the 9-year journey so far, and they've been promising more PvP focus since 2019. We know that all about Marathon. We know that Little and Light and Dark saga is ending, and I'm hard pressed to see Destiny's current status anything other than a skin in a box to fund Bungie's other projects." And so he's not buying it. And Alexander Ross says, well, that's not really something we want to read. Ben Messerosh says, Bungie's been making similar promises. We'll put more time into PvP for many years and nothing's happened. And Michael Schwartz says, hey guys, remember how we said we were going to give you a PvP map every season? Well, if you stop throwing a fit about us being about 4 years behind on our promise, we'll give you the next one. So he is very displeased. So the comments here on Polygon are not really enlightening, but I think generally on Reddit we've seen at least some sort of response that indicated that people have been generally accepting of that sort of apology. And I always think that if, you know, the big firms get it wrong, there has got to be some space, first of all, for the customers to express their concerns constructively. But frequently, if you're polite, they take you for a fool. You know, they won't really respond. If you come across as very abrasive and angry, or, you know, people come in very large numbers, so you have you know, a massive, big, angry voice bellowing at the developer in this instance, then obviously they stand to attention and try to remedy the problem. The negativity is like a parasite, you know, like a virus. It spreads out so fast. Talk about good things, people don't take notice, but something bad, everybody jumps on the bandwagon, and that's just the same in every living community. And the media and newspapers frequently make money off that sort of mindset that many people have. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're not doing Destiny 1. and we are doing Destiny 2. There are two or three reasons for that. First of all, I've not been streaming Destiny 2 here much, and the reason for that is basically traffic. I'm not getting much traffic when I'm streaming it due to many technical issues, nothing to do with the channel or our delivery, and so that's one of the reasons. But we're coming towards the end of Season of the Deep, and we are preparing for the showcase, and I still have to catch up with my season content. I've not really completed it in full, so I think within the next couple of days, if we do Crucible, PvP, and maybe some Gambit, we'll be able to really progress rapidly forward and complete everything by next Tuesday. We'll be going away next Tuesday, incidentally, so there will be no streams here for a couple of weeks, and I'm sorry about that, but you know, it's just that I've had this time away planned a little while back, and so during that period I'll be communicating via other platforms that are linked to the channel, so that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter in particular, Reddit, if you have any questions, and you know, we can debate things. I can post some of the clips could be indeed seen and watched. I have given you some clips earlier on here on the chat. These are literally fresh, brand new clips from our streams, all that we've been doing during the last week or so, and everyone is more than welcome to copy, paste, share, you know, highlight, recognize themselves in the shorts. It is going to be a new method every day, maybe half dozen of these popping up on YouTube in particular, and trying to bring in really new people to our community. It's always great to see that new people are excited and interested, and you know, they make bonds, and we get to know more about their experience of gameplay, not just Destiny but other games as well. And the priority is for our community to be growing. As I run charitable fundraising campaigns, I need many thousands of people to be accessing those links and contributing. We have seen that there is quite a large number of community members who had experienced difficulties, and therefore gaming had been of a tremendous assistance, be it in terms of the way time was spent, or through social contacts, or additional support, or indeed through the participation on live on air channels like mine, where people felt less alone. They created their own teams, they made new friends, and just the mindset just completely changed. Communication as if you were, you know, doing it face to face in real life, but it's very similar, and also it is much bigger. The possibility to make friends and to connect with people around the world is almost infinite, and on the other hand, you are then learning about those other countries, about those other people, their culture, their language, their, you know, the way they experience that title. In this case, it's Destiny in their own country. So it's really truly remarkable what can transpire from some of these contacts, and therefore I think we want to be beefing up on the numbers. We want to have as many people as possible to join us for ethical gamers, people who are interested in doing something good, you know, supporting the good causes, providing something which will help charities and also help other people in our community and elsewhere. So that's the idea, and I think I don't want to do this aggressively. I've had many offers through many companies offering aggressive monetization and you know, the sales of certain products, and I'm just completely not interested. I don't care the slightest. We'll do what we like doing, and we'll do it at our own pace. And as you've seen, we had grown steadily, slowly but steadily, and this sort of content is not everyone's cup of tea. That's the fact, and I'm not expecting, you know, to have an army of people contributing, but we want to have people who are mature gamers, people who know what living in a very uncertain world is like. And you know, for a young mind, that is sometimes hard to comprehend, but as you push on, you become aware of certain threats, liabilities, obstacles, difficulties, and you know, it's one of those things. And I think it's very important that this community, which is highly interactive, big, and highly engaging, talks about these issues, because these issues are before us all. Young people in Britain have a huge amount of problems with housing, with benefits, with education, you know, not being able to get to the money, to the rent. It's very, very low. People are paid very badly. High cost of living, putting a squeeze on everyone. And I've got to say, I've talked to lots of younger people in my local community here where I live, in London suburbs, and I discovered that many of them are not having a full benefit of being so close to London, and they're not enjoying all the things that London has to offer. I talked about it yesterday, in fact, about the expenses, and people don't have the money to travel to the central areas, and because they earn too little. Just want to clarify for our overseas friends, in Britain, people start working at 16. So it's very different to what you have on the continent. People start working when they're mid-20s or so. The expectation here is if you don't go for further education, even if you go to university, you still have to be working alongside, to support yourself, and so work starts early, and people work in a variety of different jobs. There are lots of teenagers working in shops and supermarkets here where I live, and they earn very little. So the money they get is not very it doesn't come in significant amounts, and therefore they're not able to use public transport or go to lectures or go to various other events, which in fact also are costing. Everything is very different to the way things used to be. When I was young, then I could attend many events for free, and if they were offered on some price, it was like a nominal price, like a voluntary contribution. Today, it's a different story. The vast majority of lectures, places like King's College, British Library, just to name a few, the cost you got to pay, to come in. In the past, they were all free of charge. You never paid for any lectures. They were delivered as public lectures for people to get to know about things. And it's just, everything's taken a sharp turn towards monetization, I guess similar to what we see in video games. And it is causing many, many problems. So, coming back to my point, I think I'm very sorry and very sad to see that our youngsters are prevented from enjoying some of those events and then advancing in certain fields due to their engagement. But on the other hand, to be fair, there is a possibility for those events or some of them to be watched online if they're being recorded, and also they can watch them on playback. So it's not like a complete extraction, but still I feel if you have a mindset where you just feel, well, I'm never going to get there, I'm never going to have enough money, I'm never going to achieve this because of these obstacles. It's a very negative mindset, and I think we need to really dispel the myth and make sure that people get this extra bit of positivity and energy for any form of activity in order to move forward. Anyway, I talked enough for now, and I think we are going to be now cracking on with our PvP, which is the Crucible, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing here for the next couple of hours. A different session today, like I said. It is also based on activity here in Destiny 2 rather than Destiny 1, which is what we generally do. And I want to catch up with some of my stats. I want to really collect some of the rewards, and that is exactly what we'll do for the next couple of days before I go away. So, end of the season, and we want to be kept fully abreast. Like I said, the message coming out of Destiny Camp yesterday for Joe Blackburn was all about the future. It was all about what we are going to be doing next, and a lot of remedy to the problems which actually they had caused themselves by not responding to community veterans and producing the statement that was extremely lengthy but highly neglectful of many of the concerns that were coming from the gaming community. So let's see what I've got there. My hunter in here is 1797. I've just masterworked my Solstice of Heroes hood, so it is now masterworked, and my stats are reasonable. My resilience is even 109, so very pleased about that. I need to get exotic shards and enhancement. Is it cores or so? Let me just have a look. I need to get bear with me, I'll tell you exactly. Yeah, Ascendant Shards I need to get, and they're very hard to get, and then I need to be getting plenty of Enhancement Prisms. Okay, we can apply this one. Right, so I picked up quite a few in the Crucible matches I played today, so anyway, I'm pretty much ready for it. I was actually testing in the Crucible today this weapon, Crimson, that I find to be very, very useful for PvE activities. Don't know where you picked it up, but Crimson is a weapon that's like a very precise, rapid burst hand cannon, and it is very, very deadly in PvE activities. I used it a lot and really enjoyed its power. The problem I have with the Crucible is latency. I have now really good upload speed, which is about 16 to 30 upload, but the latency on the mobile networks is sizable. It's much worse than what you get on the ultra-fast fiber. so my hits don't I mean, they're much better than the past. I had a couple of matches today with 25, 26 eliminations, but still I get myself in those situations where I see that it's a split-second delay, so it's not as fast as it should be really technically, and I've gone down the route of Cerberus. Cerberus doesn't have the same impact. You can see the impact of Crimson is 92, and that's really very ferocious. So if you're close range, it will really eliminate the opponent more or less instantly. But if you are a few meters away, or a few yards away, then it is slow, and that doesn't work there. Cerberus has 4 barrels, therefore they can be caught up with several bullets flying about if they're trying to evade. Also, the other technique I'm trying to master is my invisibility dodge, and that is something that's been quite useful. I was really trying to master it today, so we'll do a bit of this as well. Right, so that's my hunter, and let's see what I've got there season-wise. Season-wise, I am now progressing towards the level 70, and it's rapid if you do. At the moment, the Crucible is giving you extra XPs and extra rank points, so therefore hammering it will really raise the citizen ranks very, very fast. Okay, so let me see. What we need to do is we have a couple of these bounties. I think we'll just want to complete the bounties first. We don't want to be going back to Lord Shaxx, and there's no need to do anything else but just simply us cracking on with some PvP. If you ask yourselves, why is he doing the PvP today? Well, it's all about Destiny Showcase event and the director's message that indeed I just posted here on my chat. You need to watch the video to get the idea of what's happening with Destiny. There's been this very unhealthy assumption flying about that Destiny will be snuffed, and after the last shape Destiny will die or not continue. It's complete nonsense. It's definitely not at all what they're considering. They're looking at different methods through which the game can be evolving, and this may include Battle Royale, it may include more PvP content, it may include more story driven content, it may look more like Mass Effect, God knows, but it will be the end of one saga. Remember that. The end of one saga, similar to what you had with Mass Effect, 3 installments and then it's finished, right? So we didn't have 3 installments here, it was Destiny 1, Destiny 2, but the chapters, the expansions, they would all kind of come to that sort of level for which you conclude the story, and that's always a new opportunity. It's down to the developer to. I think the difficulty would be if they sold it off to another company. Then you have this with Halo, for instance. But I gotta say, Halo I thought was, for me, always delivering. There are some issues about the PvP in there, of course, but I always find Halo to be exciting and interesting, and I enjoy playing every one of the titles. Maybe the one I enjoyed less was Halo or the ST, but generally, no, Halo Wars, I beg your pardon, Halo Wars is the one. But all the other ones, the classic Halo was always definitely grabbing me. So let's crack on with some PvP matches. Let's see what we can do. Let's see whether I'm still rusty or whether I am learning and improving, and you'll see straight away the difference with my internet speed. As in the past, any form of PvP was just me dying all the time. That's not the case anymore. In fact, I did have a 10 elimination streak today in one of the matches. I think probably the opposition was made of players on very slow internet or something, because they really were dying too easy, I've got to say. And on the other hand, I was playing against one team where one chap, what was his name, Jake or something, 47 kills. Like 47 kills in one Crucible match. Just think about it. I mean, I couldn't work out as to, well, it could be something to do with the tech side of things, with this ultra fast fiber. Could be, I don't think it was a cheat. It didn't look to me like that. I mean, I watched the way he was eliminating. It was just him ultra fast. That was the advantage that he had over everyone else. Coming back to PvP, if you are a PvP gamer, you've got to remember ultra fast fiber is a necessity if you want to be doing it competitively and the latest state-of-the-art equipment. You have got to have that. Your ping needs to be very low. You need to have no latency or as little as possible. Wire connection, you know. Technical side of things for the PvP is fundamental. When you do competitions, when the developers test the new games, they always do it within their own hub, so everyone's got exactly the same equipment, it's the same speed, you know, and therefore they can obviously play and compete, because then you can see really what the skill is. We never see what the skill is when we do this. It's just, well, it's people develop certain skills, but in terms of the actual competitive skill, when you're doing it in a match where you are scoring points, it's just not visible here, because you never know where people are coming from, how quickly they're connecting with the service, and you know, lots of technical issues. If you're interested, just go to Digital Foundry. They have some really good sessions on as to why PvP doesn't work for some people, and I think everyone needs to be a bit more in tune with what actually goes on there. Keep getting this message with ad breaks all the time. So how many ads are they introducing in here? It's just ridiculous. Let's see. They're doing every 15 minutes. Probably third or fourth already, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's see. Victory demands it. It's annoying that I can see now this lag. I just played it on Xbox Series S and it's so much better, you know. It's like, oh, I'm being hit. He came from behind. Okay. There he is. No, I do not see him in there, no. Nope. Nope, not as fast. The only trouble here is my PlayStation 4 doesn't have such a good processor compared to Series S, so it's a lot slower. Finally he's gone. Did you see how long it took? I guess he was very unhappy, expecting me to die too. Well, he thought he was safe. Where is he? Oh, it's all four of them in there. Oh, well then. Didn't mark. Our friend got him. Oh, he got away, he got away. He punched me, look at that. Ah.
Zone C lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. You captured Zone C.
Ah, it's hiding, you see, he was hiding in there, waiting for us to come in. I can see a tremendous difference now playing on a PlayStation 4. It's a very big difference. The speed in here is much worse. I thought about doing it on Xbox Series S on a stream, but you know, it's the audio problem there. It's Not dying, see that? On serious says he would have died long ago. I got him as well, which is good. Alright.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
We're not gone. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I was going to be able to get him. It's my
5 minutes.
Yeah, lots of grenades. Doesn't matter, I still managed to get him.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Oh man, I missed. I thought I was going to hit him, but I keep thinking of triple tether, which is not here. It is in Destiny 1. He didn't die. Managed to get him with my grenade. Alright. What was that? Nova bomb? Oh, ridiculous.
Zone A, power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone B lost. Zone C lost. You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Well, that was quite good. Close range Cerberus works well. Yeah. From above, that didn't work. Oh, he's... I hate those people are just hiding in there, you know, camping. It's just not really not good for us.
Don't let your enemy take this without a fight. You've got 30 seconds.
Oh, nearly there. Okay. Don't know where he was. Didn't see him at all. Ah, we're losing it. Never mind, that was a good match, I thought. We did reasonably well.
Zone B lost. You're beautiful.
Yeah, we're defeated.
Zones are your life, guard.
Those people are chasing it.
You'll get it.
You know, it's actually the end of the round, but see what... Curious to see what 12. That's not very good, is it? 3. Well, many of our teammates were not. Excuse me. They were not doing the control points. It's very important to be doing it together. All right, so that's not too bad. I can't really get to it. Look. It's taking such a long time to load. It's really, really bad. It's not really anything to do with Bungie. It's the old gen, you know, it's PlayStation 4. And I think what we'll do is just so what's happening? Why am I not having my stats? No, we'll go for another team. I thought there were some people there who really are true PvP veterans, from what I could see. Don't want to be competing against them, because I'm not really playing on PlayStation and you know, PlayStation 4. I won't have that advantage. I don't have really that amount of skill in the Crucible. So let me just quickly see the results previously. 12 opposition defeated. Ah, come on, I want to see more. That was fast. That's good to see. It's good to see that matchmaking here works reasonably well, and it's fast. Just realised it's time for my biscuit.
Zone A captured. You have advantage. 5 minutes. Keep it up.
Well, you see, this is what I really hate. When I'm slotted into somebody else's game and I want to get out and I can't. Why am I being slotted into somebody else's game?
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
And that happens quite a lot, you know. I really don't like it. Because it doesn't give you
You captured.
the stats that you need to get if you're doing the Crucible.
Zone A captured. That's a power play.
Oh, I didn't get him.
Now hold.
Hmm. Alright.
C lost.
Still not gone. I don't get it. Like 4 barrels, you know. What I do is I don't really fire at the target precisely, but just shake it a bit, and it should be gone. Alright. So you're gonna walk on me? Or not?
Zone C captured.
No, I didn't see them at all. Didn't see where they were.
Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Alright. Well, you could see, for instance, he was also on very slow internet, because that melee could have eliminated me on the spot. You really can tell the difference if you watch the way people are dying. Oops, that's not the opponent.
Shut the enemy down.
Oh, you hit me from above. There was somebody above me. I did not see anyone up there.
Zone A lost.
It looks like we're going to be winning. I've not really contributed all that much, but joined them halfway through. There's someone else coming.
Captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. You're almost there.
Did I get him? He walked on me enthusiastically. Did you see that? Ah.
I could not ask for a better victory.
Alright. Minimal effort on my behalf. Oh, it's a space catalyst. That's really good. That is good.
Nice work.
That is really good. Ace of Spades catalyst I have. So, full results. 5 eliminations. When I joined. Well, let's give our friends some feedback over them. See what it's like. I guess the game punished me because I left the other team, right? Come on. Very difficult to provide feedback if it's so short and it takes so long for everything to load. Anyway. You see this ship, I got it through Amazon Prime, through what's it called, Prime Gaming. So if you are a member of Prime Gaming, absolutely make sure that you always claim your Destiny packs and Destiny rewards. Everything I got was exotic, so you know, it was like an exotic ship. I really like it. I've not seen anyone else fly it, I have to say. I guess lots of people are not claiming it, or they're not really on Prime Gaming, but definitely worth a shot. Just looks good. Looks really properly menacing, like something out of Star Wars, right? Really like it. For all of you who have just joined us, we are doing a PvP session back to back today. That's in view of Joe Blackburn's statement and video, which had been released yesterday morning. In response to all of those complaints coming from us all, us Destiny veterans, and he promised that we'll be getting more armor and new maps every season for the PvP, and lots of promises, which in fact were, I guess, backtracking on all that's been said during the previous week in their official quarterly statements, and it has not been well received. At the end of the day, you know, Bungie are dependent on our community, people who are purchasing the content and people who are playing it and streaming it. So having that degree of dissatisfaction has certainly not gone down too well at the company, and I think it was good to see that the approach was more personal, and certainly I felt he was addressing some of the issues, not all though, just some of the issues linked to PvP. He didn't say anything about Gambit. So it's the same old story with Control, capturing the control points, eliminating opponents, doing it together in a team. But it's funny, I'm playing it now on PlayStation 4, and I did play quite a bit of Crucible today on Xbox Series S. It's just a completely different ballgame for me. Series S is so much faster, and the hits register so slowly on PlayStation 4. I mean, you know, when you swing from one to the other, you can see it immediately, and you've seen with some of these opponents, it took so long time for them to be eliminated, even if they were at really very close range.
Enemy claims Zone A. Zone C captured.
You see, he's on the slow internet, that guy in there, because he was taking all these shots and firing at me, and I wasn't dying. So there you are.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Well, it looks like there are lots of laggy. That's good for me. Where's he gone? He's gone somewhere. Oh, I didn't get him. No. Yeah, I got him. Oh, that's good. Alright. Ah, that's unfair. Just tackling him head on. Boo! That's not good. Looks like the other team has quite a few laggy players. That's just the way it comes across, right? Let's see. No, I can't see it there. It's extremely frustrating for the opponent when he sees this, you know, because he's convinced that he actually got his kill first, and it's just the lag that's causing it. Oh, come on. I should have used my invisibility in this instance, but, you know, it's a bit slow, a bit absent-minded. Really works in those situations quite well. No, it's good. Hold on. come on. I can really tell the difference there with the speed that they have. There are a couple of guys now really, really fast, and the other guys are taking all the pills of the world.
Zone A captured. You have advantage. Zone C lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Zone A lost. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost.
Oh, two of them. Yeah, I've got one of them, but the other one got me. Alright. Try to capture another zone. Wasn't really capturing many in this match.
5 minutes left. Keep it up.
Plenty of time left. What we do want to do is use our super.
Zone A captured.
Is he gone? He's gone. Okay, good. The other guy got me. I did get him. That's good. That's good. Well, something does work in this match, but I think it's speed related, the way I see it. Where is he? I did get him as well. You see that? That is what you get when the lag sets in. So he dies, but I die too. I die first, so to speak, and he already should have been dead half a second before. Yeah, he's down here at the back.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Did I get him? I did actually. Got both of them. Oh, very good.
Fire team that fights together, stays together. 3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours. You captured Zone B. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them.
Oh, camping. That's so stupid.
Zone B.
That really is not a way to do it. This is not the map for camping. But there you are. Some people like doing it. You got him. Okay.
Zone advantage is yours.
Ah, gonna burn.
Zone C lost.
Victory is imminent. That's not too bad, is it?
1 minute.
Just a bit more. He outsmarted me actually, this bloke. I thought he was going to be gone there with my grenade.
Don't be lost. It's not over.
Ah, come on.
And I never sing.
Three of them in there.
Power play. Enemy has your zone. 10 seconds. End them. A well-fought victory.
Oh, it's a victory. Oh, good. Season ranks up. Getting some goodies in there, some crucible armor. Alright.
That iron will beyond.
Let me just see what the score is. I'm just quite curious about the 19. Yeah, that was better. That was better. And how many did I capture? Only 4. I should have like 6. Yeah, and the next one I'll just literally be racing towards 19, 18, 25, 22. Okay. Come on. Quick, 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 so I can give some commendation. Look at that. It's taking forever. I won't be able to do any commendations. Yeah. It's actually it's to do with PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 has slow processor compared to what we get today, and this game is the next gen game, so therefore it takes a long while to read the information. We'll stay with this team. I was happy with the lack of speed that some of the other guys had, and hopefully we'll be, well, they'll probably mix us together, but let's see. I quite like that match. It was good. A lot more to follow, my friends. As you can see, PvP is just relentless. It's back to back. I don't really do much of it anymore line, but we did have Warzone and Apex in the past. But Warzone is a tactical, big map game, so it's a very, very different sort of experience compared to this. And it's a team effort, strategy-based type of project where you can be planning for what you are going to be doing. And this is just a tiny, tight deathmatch. And for me, 2 hours of this is just like literally plenty. But I'm going to be doing it now for a couple of days, as I want to be doing my seasonal rewards and everything else. Let me see. I think we've picked up something. Yeah, that's right. So that's gone in. Okay. 2 exotic engrams are to follow. So let's just see whether we can. Well, we'll try to really go to 70 today, and then that should be sufficient. 10 levels up in 1 day. So if you're wondering how to quickly rank up, you've got to be doing the pinnacle activities in Destiny. So if you do these and also you collect all the bounties, you know, you'll be rocking. You'll be successful.
No zones means no victory. Take them and crush your enemy. Zone A captured. Enemy claims Zone C.
Got a couple of those guys now in my team, so look at him, didn't see me at all. Should have been firing earlier than that, my fault. two of them, I thought, gone. He was coming from above. I didn't see him at all. Bow. Right, let's just capture some zones. Ah, you got me. Ah.
You captured Zone C. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold.
Oh, he was gone. Okay.
Zone A lost.
Okay. Burning. I didn't see him. Ah, that's not the best thing to do. Alright, we need to capture more zones. That's the fact, isn't it? Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, look what you have. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
He's calling it. That's quite funny.
Sound tactics bring victory.
Ah, that's good. That was easy, because the other guys are laggy. They don't have fast internet, so they can't really compete in there. So what's the full result? 7? It's not much, really. 1 zone captured. Nah, it's not really formidable, is it? I thought I'd done a bit better than that. Come on, it's loading forever, look at it. No time to be commending most people due to the shortness of that and because it's loading for so long. And that's annoying. Well, breaking up those teams to find a better match. Well, let's see who will be joining us.
control.
Oh, so sorry, I was muted for a moment. I just received a message from Mind. Mind is the charity that we are supporting here on my channel today, and oh, look at that, that's looking really good. We'll take a screenshot of this. Let's immortalize it. So Mind is the charity that we are supporting here with our community today and every day until the end of this year, and they've written us a message saying thank you so much for streaming for Mind again today, Daniel. We are so grateful for your support and we hope you have a super fun time. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Ellen, for sending. That is going to be greatly appreciated by us. Well, we are going to be carrying on with our support of your charity, and we are going to be raising funds until the end of this year. It's always great to see that our friends are indeed engaging with us on various platforms, and you know, it's always good to see. That degree of mutual support is absolutely fundamental to the well-being of our community. I should say any community. He got me from some other position, but it's a bit far from the other guy. One would say he was right for sniping, but I don't use snipers in here really. Well, just to repeat, Mind have been in contact with us today and sent us a very nice message indicating that they are supporting us and they're very grateful for regular streams and the overall support that's been generated so far. And also they wished us a lot of fun. And indeed we are having a lot of fun here by doing the PvP, and certainly I don't like this map, I've got to say. That's the least favourite of mine. Probably some campers there. Yeah, I thought so.
Zone C locked. Zone A captured. You have advanced.
Ah, I did manage to get him. It was a bit slow. Well, that's weird that he didn't actually eliminate me. He was such close range. Where's he gone?
Zone A locked. You shut the enemy down.
Ah, reload.
I need a hunter like you with the red jacket.
Ah, he got me. He came from behind. 5 streak. That's not too bad, is it? No. Missed me. What killed him, I wonder?
Zone A captured. You have advanced.
Where is he?
Together as one. I love it.
Yeah, they're laggy.
5 minutes remaining. A strong start.
Some of those guys are laggy. That's the reason why I was able to get them so easily. Oh, he lived. He should have been gone. Nah. Look at my super. Oh, he hit him with Gallahorn. No chance of survival in there. Oh, they eliminated him.
You captured Zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
What is this? Oh, he got me. Look at that.
Zone B.
I thought I was invisible. Well, maybe just random shots, you never know.
Three minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone A captured. Zone
I
advanced.
got him from behind. Am I asleep or what? I need to get some more of those control points. Got him.
Zone C lost.
I don't know what's happening here. Blade Fury.
Zone B captured. Zone advanced.
Didn't get any damage from me.
Zone A lost. You captured Zone C. You have zone advantage. 1 minute. You have this.
Nice. Saw him.
Sound tactics bring victory.
Oh, good. Ah! Sniped at me, look at him. Season rank progress, define engram. Probably need to go to my postmaster to see what opponents defeated 20. Okay, that's not too bad. Take a screenshot of this. Yeah, I'm not captured many enough zones. No, it's just not allowing me to do any feedback at all. That's annoying. Crucible engram. Well, let's see what the next match is going to bring us. Let me just tell you that I've just heard from Mind Charity, the charity that we are supporting here on my channel, and what it did say was a very nice message sent to us by Twitter saying, "Thank you so much for streaming for Mind again today, Daniel. We are so grateful for your support and we hope you are going to have some super fun time. Best regards, Ellen." Well, thank you, Ellen, for that. We all appreciate your very kind words. We are having a lot of fun always here with our streams, and you know, we're hoping that our community will also branch out really and get some donors in by the end of this year, so we'll get a sizable revenue coming your way. And that's the point really in doing charitable fundraising. We want to spread the word, we want to share the news, we want other people to get involved, and eventually I just feel that I'm doing something which is fairly pioneering. I've not come across any streamers in Britain who are doing that sort of campaign for so long, and I just think it's a fantastic way to which certain kind of profile of a company or a charity can be raised within a particular gaming community. And initially I thought that streaming games like Life is Strange or Hellblade would be the best, as they really tackle the issue of mental health, but we can still have community-based streams from time to time on certain weekends with these games, but I think aligning a charitable cause with a major title is always likely to be more beneficial. So it just takes time, you know, like everything. If a campaign is very short, then you have different emphasis, but it's a lengthy campaign for half a year, raising it throughout the whole year, then you just gather support bit by bit. You gather support as you go along, and that's definitely what I've been doing right from the start. It's actually my third major campaign I'm running on the channel. The first one was for the British Red Cross, and that was 3 years back. Then I had the first campaign for Bungie, that's the Bungie Foundation, 3 weeks ago, and then we have a campaign for Mind. I've also other charities I wish to be supporting: Shelter, Epilepsy Scotland, National Autistic Society, Great Ormond Street Hospital, St Luke's Hospital in the US. But we can't do everything at once, and we may run some shorter campaigns, like weekend campaigns for some of these charities. I need to work out a strategy, but at the moment it is all, well, for myself, a bit like a pioneering project. So I'm testing the waters and trying to find out really what the best means of support or raising support may be, and having 6 months to experiment with that certainly seems to be long enough and sufficient. Very grateful to all of our community members for supporting the campaign and sometimes talking live on air about the relatives and friends who experience certain kinds of emotional difficulties. So it's been always very, very greatly appreciated. And I'm personally no doubt that the support will keep coming. We'll have more of that as we go along. Well, a bit of a different stream today compared to the usual. I'm also feeling quite different in my mind about it. I really fancied some Crucible for some time, and I wanted to do some matches in Destiny 1 with Zenith and Gale, but we were not able to get in, and that's sadly the consequence of the changes which were applied. and we're doing this PvP session today in view of Joe Blackburn's announcement yesterday that a lot more work will be done in order to provide us with better maps and one armor per season, and one armor per year, and various other promises that we've heard in the past as well. But we need to see whether they live up to the promises. That's the bottom line.
Enemy claimed Zone B. You captured Zone A. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost.
Well, that did not work,
Oh no!
but I think this will.
Zone C.
Ah, that was a bit slow.
Zone A lost. Zone C lost. Your enemy has a power play.
Ah, we're losing. Okay.
Zone A captured.
I'm not getting my kills in here. There's somebody else snatching them, or it's the lag or something. Did you not see that? Like half dozen of those and nothing.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
It's really odd the way it works. Literally from one match to another, such difference.
Zone B lost. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. You have zone advantage.
Well, I've not seen him.
Zone C lost.
You could see really with some of these guys, they're really taking hardly any damage, and the other guys just die straight away, and that tells you the difference. The difference with speed. That's internet speed. Look at that. It's gonna come up to me. Yep. That was good. My shadow shot worked. Oh, he's gone. Alright. Oh, he hasn't gone. Yeah. need to catch up with designs. We're not capturing many enough.
Zone B lost. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
Oh, I missed it. Well, that was not very good. I wasted my heavy.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Three minutes remaining.
Oh, they're nearly there. 2.5 minutes. Camping in our friend. Oh, got me 2 of them. That was a real shame. So I had him in my sights. His super protected him. Nearly there, look at that. It's really close. His mate was just behind him. That's what deathmatch is all about. Yeah, I've seen him. He's like up there.
Long now. One final push and victory is yours. Zone
Where's he
B
gone?
30 seconds remain. Finish them. Seconds. You're defeated.
Ah, that was close.
Persistence is key.
What a shame. That was really close.
Zones are your life, Guardian. Keep fighting. You'll get it.
I don't really understand how the overall point system works in here, you know, so I just find it to be 319, take that one, screenshot. Yeah, you see I captured more points, control points than anyone else. The other guys, like Alex Younes, is not looking at the control points as well, it's just like literally eliminating his opponents. And I played against him now in a few matches, and he's really top-notch, an experienced veteran on top-notch speed and everything, and good job he was on our team, but then, you know, we still lost. I can't really work out how the overall system works. Oh, we have Gail in there. Hello Gail, how are you doing? Do you want to join us? Do you want to do a bit of Crucible in here? Do you fancy coming in? Oh, Gail says she'll come in about 5 minutes. Okay. I'll go back in and do another match with some other guys, and then as soon as you're ready, just ping me a message in here, and then, you know, I'll bring in. I just picked up 2 lovely exotic engrams. Look at that. 1 exotic engram and then another. So that's terrific. We'll definitely have a look at these. We want to get to 70 ASAP. And this is melee. You know, I'm not picking up really much of that. Doesn't matter really. Destinations. Yeah, just want to say to Gail, whenever you're ready, just ping me a message and I'll bring you in. I guess you'll be ready probably after this match, right? Because this match will be like a buffer. How good in PvP are you, Gail? Are you like top notch? Because I'm really not that good in the Crucible. Oh yeah. Gail says yeah. Well, yeah, like top notch, or yeah, you'll be in about 10 minutes. Or both. The reason we're doing PvP today is in view of Joe Blackburn's statement video, you know, that he released yesterday. It was all about PvP, and I thought we've not done any PvP almost at all here on my channel since I resumed my broadcast. So I thought a good idea to do it today. The only thing is that my Destiny 2 category is not picking up any traffic, so we don't have many viewers. Never mind, it's all good. It's the maps which I imported from Destiny 1. We can't access Destiny 1 maps anymore in the Crucible there, which is really Gail says 10 minutes roughly, and then I'm okay at PvP. Well, that's fine. I'm alright as well. I think what's interesting is I played PvP today on Series S, you know, Xbox Series S, and it's so much faster. It's like I had a match with like 22-25 opponents killed, and once I gone to PlayStation, I could really tell the difference in speed, the processing, everything else. You know, it's like a massive big difference. And I considered actually streaming it on Xbox Series S earlier, but I didn't really want to have that problem with sound. It's just absolutely awful, and also the picture quality is not good, which is surprising. You know, Xbox Series S is like terrific console, and it's that really poor integration of Twitch they've done. Recently, last week, they introduced the Discord streaming, but I tried and I have a look at it, and it's just streaming to Discord, not streaming to Twitch. And we want to have, obviously, the stream directly to our community. So, but streaming to Discord is a good idea, and for some private matches or things which are, you know, amongst the friends, it's okay. But I, you know, still need to try it. And I'm certain that the audio quality on that will be much superior to what we've seen. As it is fully integrated, and I'm still waiting for that sound to be resolved. You know, that is of essence really for me. my channel is all about audio. If the audio, if the audio doesn't work, then I can't stream. Basically, it's as simple as that. Considering doing some streams on my laptop, and these will be like podcasts, and they will be suitable when I'm away. And I also want to be doing some of those for my other hub that's dedicated to film history. Well, I'm glad with the way things are progressing and evolving. It's just, I wanted also to get back to my gaming broadcast, as I wanted to get back into full swing of things. Then once you are at it for a while, then it's just everything becomes like second nature. How is the kitten, girl? I'm curious. How is the kitten? How is the kitten doing? Is the kitten adapting to the new home? Is she loving it there near a swimming pool and your back garden and everything? I'm really, really curious. For more than 10 years, I had 4 cats, and then but not recently, so I'm very, very familiar with everything that comes together with pets. Or I should say cats rather than pets.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Titan Crayon Yummy. Oh. Yummy eliminated me. I'll just wait for that. Kitten is very good. Oh, that's excellent.
Zone C lost. You captured zone A.
Ah, that's annoying. I just wasted my rocket there. Don't know what he was doing in there. Just standing, waiting. Probably doing his armor.
Zone B lost.
Oh, followed me. He just really didn't like the fact I eliminated him. That's exactly what got him going. You could really tell. That worked. Spanish Queen, is it? Ah, didn't manage to get invisible. Yummy got really angry with me, you could tell. Is that chasing me? What me? Why am I not invisible now? Oh. You see, he is literally hiding behind that hill. And he thinks it's giving him enough protection.
Zone B lost. You captured zone C. You have zone advantage. Zone A lost.
Ah, he was too far. shame.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage
It's
is yours.
flying. Still not my elimination. Why? That's no fun.
Power play. Keep the pressure on. Together as one. I love it. 5 minutes remain.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Fight on. Zone B lost.
Still lived, you see. That's the speed for you. That's what it is. He really should have been long gone. Saved by so many rounds.
Zone C captured. You.
No wonder he's having a good score there. But you know what? We are winning. That's not too bad either. What?
Captured Zone B. Power play. Keep the
What was
pressure
this? Nova bomb.
on. Zone C lost.
Psychopath. Look at that. He's the fastest amongst them all, really.
Zone B lost.
Still didn't die. Close range.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. It's a power play. Get those zones back.
Standing up there, look at that. No, that didn't seem to work. Gil says, I'm ready. Cool, I'll bring you in once we are out of this match. I'm being obliterated in this match. There's some really very experienced PvP players there, and also on massive speed. You've seen like 2 of them that are taking so many rounds from me that weren't dying.
Taken the lead. You can turn this tide.
Well, this is ridiculous. We were winning by 60. Well, it's probably the speed difference which is making it possible. That's all I can think of. Can't think of anything else.
Zone A captured. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. almost won. Zone A lost. 1 minute left.
Oh, hit from where?
Seconds remaining. You captured Zone B. You have advantage. You captured Zone A. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost.
Ah, 1 point difference. Look at that. That is ridiculous. 1 point difference. I don't believe it. It's ridiculous.
One that you can win.
Ah, 1 point difference. Alright, so we'll leave this crew and we'll bring in Gale. So that's what we'll do first. We'll probably go to the tower in order to couldn't command anyone. It's so fast, it's just impossible. Anyway, Gale, are you ready? You want to come in? I'll bring you in first and then we'll crack on. So just let me depart from there. Girls there. Alright. So we are going to be inviting you to our fire team. Yep, so you should be with us immediately. You joined us. Do you want to get some bounties? Or do you want to get anything from the tower? Oh, look at the ship. Okay, we'll go to the tower because I need to see my stash with the postmaster as well, because I think I collected quite a lot of loot, and I need to see something else, which is seasonal. 66, 67, alright. I've got this one. Raid banner. That's coming shortly. Have you completed yours already? The seasonal rewards and that. You got everything up to 100. I know that some of our friends have gone up and up. They're like 250, 240 or whatever. It's easy to generate if you're doing just pinnacle activities, but I know I'm not really. I've just followed campaign and story missions and weekly stuff really. Well, you're 82. Well, with the Crucible, as we're getting double XPs and double ranks, then it's really progressing rapidly. I've gone up by today I've gone up by 8 or 9 or something. Let me see. I think 6 or 7 I've gone up today. I've not really done all that much. Yeah, you could see I picked up lots of loot, and a lot of it is the loot related to, guess what? The Crucible, of course. Sorrow's Verse. Okay, so Randy's throwing knife, and that's Randy as well there, I think. And then we'll have in Imperial Walker Hood. I picked up that one today. In fact, it was a reward. Yeah, so I don't need it here. Can get rid of it. This is Clutch Exile Grips, the Crucible stuff, and then Survivor's Epitaph, Hearts of Barnes, Blowout. Actually, I've got one already. The number automatic rifle, tape pen I don't need. Senuna, Randy I don't need. Hand cannons, so there's Epitaph. Oh, that's Randy again. I got 10 Randys. I'll just keep the Crucible stuff that I picked up. Pulse rifle. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't need to bother about it. And then let's see what we picked up here. Inventory. Keening 189. Okay. Got that in the vault. Sunlit West, Thunderhead, Fort Dissuade. So that's 90, that's 77. Okay. We'll just infuse, we'll get beef up the power level there. And we need to spend some money because we are 250,000 glimmer. Sunlit Cloak. Okay, so that's all sorted. We are all done and dusted, but I want to see the engrams.
Let's see what we've got.
Exotic engram. Worm Husk Crown. So that's fantastic. Then we got another one. Khepri Sting. I've got Khepri already. Actually, I may not have it here. I have it in the Stomp Ease, and then Prime Engram, Arokanji, and Tangled Web Strides. I get Tangled I don't need. Oh, that's gone to the vault. Okay. I think I've got them in the vault. I think. I need to double check. Doesn't matter, we'll leave them for the time being. And Khepri Sting I did not have here. I know that I've got Khepri in Destiny 1. And Khepri is really good. Khepri is one of my favorites. And all right. I see that Gale left. Maybe you're changing your Guardian, right? Focus decoding. I need extra materials by the looks of it, right? Okay, doesn't matter, we'll keep that. No big deal. And let me see where Gel is. What's happened now? Inventory. Now we need to go up here. Destinations.
Only by quality will it work.
Gail says that her service went down for a second. Yeah, it happens. I had some problems earlier today. I had to be
The world's changing.
restarting manually the console. There was this problem as well, you know, the bugs. So I'll just wait. I'm ready basically. I'll just wait for you to come in. I'll see you when. I've sent you an invite, so if you see it, then just accept and come in. I'll have a look at Shax. I think I've got some rewards from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell me, you don't fear Vanguard operations? Do you fear the Crucible?
Autumn Wind, Clutch Exile Mask, Autumn Wind, Exile Cloak. Okay.
Don't waste it.
Another mask.
I know.
Enhancement Prism.
Hopefully, this is as sturdy as you are.
Alright.
There's a love of the fight in you, I think.
So Gail's joined us, and I think we can just go up and then go to orbit. Well, actually we can do it quicker. And this quest's got some bounties. We'll try to get to 60, 70 today, right? So that's the idea. Destinations. So you can see we're both veterans. Only 1 point of the light power is different between Gail and myself, so we should be alright there. Let's wait until we are slotted in, which will be imminent. I want to ask Gail about weather out there in Ohio. What's the weather like? Is it warm? Sunny? Is it drizzly? Because we had quite a bit of cloud in here. It's been drizzly for a few days and generally quite warm. Still pleasant weather, still summery, but not overly hot, like for instance on the continent. So that's pretty good. And Gail says it's sunny. Well, that's going to be very good for you to have a dip in the swimming pool. And Cat's going to like it as well. Cats hate it when it's drizzly, you know. Cats are really sensitive to wet. They absolutely detest it. And they never go out when it's raining. They always hide. No chance for a cat to be going anywhere near the swimming pool, you know. It's just naturally averse. Ah, now we're gonna. Now you've got a different ship. You see, my ship I picked up through Prime Gaming, Amazon Prime Gaming. Came like a bundle, Destiny bundle. It was a free of charge reward that they've thrown in a few months ago. It's an exotic ship, which I've not seen really with lots of people. I've got to say, I've not seen this ship used much, so it's pretty good. I like having sometimes rarer items, you know, when we're doing things with our community, and I guess other people like it too. No clan affiliation. Let's see what is this emblem that I'm having there. Just curious. Sun-kissed. Quite like it, but I'll put this Stalker shot now. Stalker shot, it's not hot. I have not been reading it properly. Soul Piercer. See, that's the one I'm having. Soul Piercer. Look at that. Awesome. Looks like something out of that well. Transmat effect. Ghost purple. Quite like that one. Yeah, that's cool. Reminds us of Guardian Games. Now we're departing. Now we're gonna get in. So I think we'll probably be able to do 3 or 4 matches, time depending, because I'll be departing about 7:45, so that's in about 45-50 minutes. Yeah, well, we've not done a lot of PvP here of late, and today is a proper back-to-back PvP session. We have lots of Sievas and Nightfalls and all the other ones from Destiny 1, so I thought I fancied a change. I think it's also more than fitting in view of what we received from Joe Blackburn yesterday. He talked a lot about what they're trying to achieve in the PvP within the next year, and was trying to repair the damage caused by the statement that would have come out of Bungie last week, the State of the Game statement, which comes out quarterly if I'm not mistaken, and everyone was so angry about it. Everyone was furious. And everyone was furious about things he said in regards to the PvP. So that's the other thing, you know, PvP, the Crucible, and also PvP with PvE in Gambit.
Take them and crush your enemy. Enemy claimed Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Okay, we need to stick together. Got me.
Enemy claimed Zone B. Enemy has advantage.
Oh, you got me from behind. Didn't see him at all. Didn't know who he was. Come on. Oh, he's hiding down there. Look at that cheek. Nope, that didn't work.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh, I thought that he was the opponent, but actually,
You captured Zone B. Power play.
it's amazing that he survived. I mean, that he died. Well, considering. Oh, look how quickly he's recharging. He's got massive big speed, that guy. He recharged in less than a split second. It just tells you.
Zone B lost.
It's hiding there. See that? It's hiding in here. Trying to be tactical in a deathmatch. Oh, he managed to punch me, so you could see.
Shut the enemy down.
I did get him though. Just behind me, I've heard him. Yeah, you can really tell the difference in internet speed. The other guy was literally close range, 2 feet away from me, and he couldn't get anything. And where's it gone? Ah, come on, go away.
5 minutes left. Keep it up.
Over here. Yeah, he's just up front.
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Oh, one shot, one kill. That's ridiculous. How was he able to do that? It wasn't that close to me either.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
I'm being obliterated in here. I'm not getting anything. can't believe that they weren't really dying in there. That was annoying. Yeah, that super worked, but I couldn't... I mean, 2 of them I got. The other 2 lived. Tough. It's just the way it is in the Crucible, isn't it? Well, we're close, so we just need to capture a few more zones and... Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Don't see him. Ah. Oh, I captured him. Oh, that's good. He was hiding. I couldn't really aim at him properly. Alright. Leave it there. Couldn't believe that last match we lost with 1 point difference. Literally 1. Oh, I thought you written super. Yeah, someone's using that, which I don't really think is particularly good here in the Crucible. Look at that, 1 shot, 1 kill. That Frozen Orbit, right? He used it already about 4 or 5 times on me. The same bloke. He hasn't died. Ah, God. He managed to get me. That's close. That's just really going to be a couple of points difference. Ah, it was melee, but he didn't die.
30 seconds stand between you and victory. Sound tactics bring victory.
That was close. Arbalest Catalyst I picked up. That's really good. Arbalest Catalyst. Ah, it's good stuff. I'm happy. Look, I only got 9 opponents. And you had 28. That's really, really bad. Crucible Engram. It's taking a while really for the Crucible matches to be slotted in. I don't know why. Don't understand what it is. should be a lot faster than this. In fact, when I'm being slotted in individually, it is somewhat faster, so I don't know what's going on there. A lot of people complain about this, you know, because people play it in squads, and they come in like in 3s and 4s, and they need to be waiting here for such a long time, and that's seen as unacceptable. I have no idea what's causing it, to be honest with you. There are lots of different speculations, but in this game, compared to the first one, there shouldn't be any issues. In the first game, they just reduced the number of rooms in which you can enter, and I'm not even sure whether the Crucible is playable in Destiny 1 at all, as they imported the maps to the sequel, so it's hard to tell really. And Gail says, I'll be right back. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We'll still have 2 or 3 more matches, and then we call it a day. A bit of a shorter stream today, but I don't really like doing PvP for longer than that. You know, PvP for me is something that always needs breaks in between. And did I pick something up? I did. Crimson. Oh, okay. Linear fusion rifle. I think it's probably the catalyst. It's the catalyst that I've got. Yeah, that's right. Well, we'll use this in some other activity. I don't find it useful for me in the Crucible. Can't do anything with it. And we've got Clutch Exalt Cloak. We keep picking up the same items really, and that's the complaint that many people had voiced. The same items keep coming in. We have another friend popping in saying hello. Let me see who that is. I don't see it immediately. Oh, Sandman's here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. How are you, sir? Long time no see. How have you been? Sandman's here. Hello. And we are going to have like 2 more, 3 more matches here of the Crucible, and then we call it a day for today's broadcast. It's been a long while. I don't think I've seen you on my live streams ever since I was doing beta in here a few months ago. How are you, sir? How is everything up there? Our friend says, just been doing some soul searching, took a long break from gaming. Well, that's always a very good idea, because once you come back, you feel really fully refreshed, you know? Having a break from gaming is always wise. It's similar to having breaks from broadcasting. Broadcasting I find generally at times fairly tiring, and having enough time to rest is essential. Oh, I've not seen. Ah, he got me. Ah, he came from behind, I think. Didn't even see him. I'll respond to our friend shortly, but I can't actually do this at the moment because, you know, PvP wants me to. Simon says, I'll be moving next week, so I'll be closer to my friends. I see. Yeah, he is slow, peaceful warrior. He's on slow internet, you can tell. Ah, so all four of them, and my reload caused me this. That's annoying. Oh no, no, no! I was just about to pick up my heavy ammunition. Sometimes people camp in order to get people who are collecting ammunition, so it's really annoying. Let me just see. Girl left the fire team. So that's probably again some problems with the server.
Zone A captured. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Zone C captured.
So eager. Our friend Simon is asking about the stream, how stream's been going. Very well, very well. It's been really good fun, and we have lots of new community members, and you know, it's been generally really good. It's been regular during the week. Oh, we just lost everything so quickly. I don't know what's going on in here.
No, not this time. Controlling
That's
zone
really
C
odd.
is the
I don't know
only
why
path
we
to
are
victory.
gone so quickly and so easy. It's just really weird. Right, I'll have a look at what our friend said. Yeah, I was going to tell you that. Hang on, for results. Yeah, it's just not done really, really poor. Something wrong with the match. So we also ended too early, and I can't even leave any feedback to other people. Right. Our friend says, well, nice, that's really very good to hear. Yeah, and generally I've not been streaming Destiny 2. I've been streaming Destiny 1 consistently. We had just a few sessions of the sequel, which were linked to the Bungie charitable campaign. I had a charitable fundraiser for the Bungie Foundation, and we raised $105 within one weekend, which was a month ago or so, and then altogether with other streamers raised more than $1 million. It was 1,100,000 roughly. So it was a very successful charitable fundraiser, a very successful campaign, and presently I am running a fundraiser for Mind, and that is going to be here on the channel until the 31st of December. So it's a lengthier campaign than the one that was delivered just for one weekend, and you know, raising the profile of the charity and getting some support. Today we've heard from them, and one of their team got in touch earlier, and I was reading out the message to everyone, and they said, thank you so much for streaming for Mind again, Daniel, today. Thank you so much for that. We are really so grateful for your continued support, and we do hope you will have a super fun time. It was from Ellen. So as you could see, that is really good, and that's really something that we want to be seeing and hearing, where we support our charities and the charities support us, you know. And I guess what I'm doing here on Twitch is fairly pioneering in Britain. We don't have many people doing it. And I've seen people doing some short charitable fundraisers, but that's also linked with some sort of esports competition or anything else. I've not seen anyone actually doing it who was British based, in the longer run. So that's different. And generally, I'd say our community has been as good as always. We did not have as many of the oldies come in. We did not have some of the veterans, and I think they just migrated to other games. And some of the older gamers as well I've not heard from for quite some time. I worried during the pandemic, for people who were 60 plus, for the obvious reason. And we've had one friend from Texas. He was always coming in after he got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I've not heard from him now for some time. And then Captain Jack also has not been here, but other people like Sekapupu and Matthias and Playmo UK and Deployman, they all came in, and everyone was fully on board and as good as always. So it's been a very, very good period. Our friend says, yes, there's a beta coming out in September for a game called The First Descendant. It's for all platforms. It runs from 19 to 24th of September. I want to have a look at it. Yeah, I've seen it advertised. I'm not actually looked deeper into it because I have quite a number of games that came away on the streaming platforms, Game Pass in particular. And still need to do it. Today I'm not actually set to our community. I played Everspace 2, and it's a fantastic new game, really, for anyone who is into space combat and exploration and that sort of thing. And I can't believe that somebody has got a game attack saying Ikora raised chemotherapy. It's just people come up with all kinds of ideas. I mean, this is no joke, somebody receiving such treatment. Zone
B captured. Zone advantage is yours. You captured Zone C. That's a power play. You took them. Now home. Zone B lost.
Our friend says it's free to play, and I'm really waiting so eagerly for Starfield to be released. Well, if you purchase the game, then you can have early access on the 31st, but otherwise it's on the 6th. We're all getting it on the 6th of September, and it's day one on Xbox Game Pass. Very excited about Starfield, of course. It's one of the biggest games in many, many years, and it's been labelled as the biggest game of a decade, the biggest game that oh no, it's been labelled the biggest game that Bethesda ever worked on, which I think is likely, but we need to see how good it is going to be. Oh, I couldn't get him there. That was ridiculous. The other team's doing it really properly. They're a solid team, you can see all of them are sticking together, so plenty of backup in there for anyone who gets hit. Get one and he gets you.
Zone B captured.
That's the beauty of death matches. One up, one down. Can I pick up some heavies in here? No, I can't. Did I get him? I did. He's chasing me all the way. I guess he's angry I eliminated him, you know. People got sometimes being a bonnet about that. And our friend Sandman says, I will play Starfield on the Game Pass. Absolutely, we all will, yeah. It's the best value possible, you know. We'll get the best edition and everything on Game Pass, so definitely. Talking of which, I subscribed to Ubisoft Plus recently on the promotional price of $1 or £1. So I got like 1 month on it, and I'm playing Valhalla, the Ultimate Edition. So the entire content and everything that is in Valhalla is accessible. So that's really absolutely terrific. And I'm really enjoying it, loving it, you know. Come on, hit him now, he's tethered. Surely you could do that. Yeah, he's trying to outsmart us with his jumps, you know, but sometimes jumping is not ideal unless you have terrific armor and supers and everything. It's funny, he's not calling it now, and the other match. Did we get him? We did. Okay. Surely somebody should have gone with that rocket. Our friend Simon says, yes, Valhalla is a really very good game. Used to play it. Well, I'm loving it, really, because I live in that part of England, you know, where these battles took place. In fact, I was discussing the content of the game with some of my parishioners this weekend, and it was quite interesting, you know, kind of comparing our notes on history, comparing the notes on what has been happening here in the 8th and the 9th century, with the Saxons coming in and fighting it out with the Vikings. But again, just so beautiful, you know, it's just really absolutely perfect reconstruction of the period. Day-night cycle is amazing, the color toning is pristine, seasonal weather changing, you know, it's just like really amazing stuff. Oh, 150.87, look at that. We are progressing rapidly forward. Curious to see what the scores were individually, because my hits were not registering that too well in this match. So let me have a look, see what we are getting. $11, yeah. Captain Peng's 39. No wonder you get 39 or 45 if you're on ultra fast fiber, because some of us do not have that. Yeah, I can actually recommend you this offer. I'm not sure whether it's still up and running. Ubisoft Plus, like an add-on for $1 or for £1, and you get all the AAA blockbusters, you know, Assassin's Creed series in full, and then Far Cry and The Division, Ghost Recon, all the big ones of Ubisoft's. And I'm really enjoying Valhalla, I have to say, just absolutely astounding. And I'm playing it on Xbox Series S. It's really so vivid, you know, beautiful graphics, very immersive, colorful, very well written. The story is excellent, and you really feel for that character Eivor and her decision making. So really a masterpiece. I'm really astonished. It's a very different kind of game compared to everything else I played in Assassin's Creed series. I mean, I liked Odyssey and Origins, but this is just a step up, really. And I'm wondering what Basim's story in Baghdad is going to be, because that is the next installment of Assassin's Creed that'll come out in October. And they say it was going to be much shorter, 25 hours or something. Well, the Valhalla game is more than 150, well, between 150 and 250 hours if you want to be completing the majority of the content. So it's really, it's very big. Well, tonight there's a big Super Cup match. You're going to watch it? Manchester City against Sevilla, or Seville, we'd say. Be interesting to see how the new City team fares with these guys. So I'll watch that in about 25 minutes. I really can look forward to that. They have some fantastic signings, and they're really the best team in the world. So the question is whether they'll be able to take that fourth consecutive Premiership title, and if they do that, they make history. Be the only club in English football that's ever done it. So that will be quite interesting. And I think definitely the coach and the team want to be there. So, you know, the question is whether they will be prioritising the Premiership or any other competition, as the Champions League will be very tough. But this is just a one-off match. It's not really a part of the next season. It's just the winners of the Champions League playing against the winners of, I think it's Europa League, right? Our friend says Bungie are having some serious server issues at the moment. That's good because the Crew Motorfest is coming out in September sometime. It looks really good. Well, they had a big presentation during Summer Game Festival. Don't know whether you watched it, and certainly it is one of those big games of Ubisoft's, competing with Forza Horizon, and definitely looking like a fantastic game. If you're into driving, that's going to be definitely your bread and butter, you know. It's going to be really interesting. I think this PvP match is going to be the last one for today, so let's hope we end our session on a high with a nice victory, and let's see what happens next. Yeah, there are so many different games coming out at the moment, and one has to prioritize. You know, like Valhalla I'll have for 1 month, and I will not be able to finish it because, you know, 150 to 200 hours of gameplay, that's, you know, half a year for me, and doing it bit by bit. But it's interesting, as I have lots of games coming in at all times, and then I keep, you know, trying them and having a look. The Game Pass is giving us that opportunity, well, as well as the PlayStation Plus as well, you know. Just I think Game Pass is giving us a different sort of flavor, as we have quite a variety of different types of games, indie games in particular. Yeah, this is a map that's a bit bigger. I've not played this map before in the PvP. No, he's chasing me, this guy. Not seeing me. Ah, the third one. Double down, yeah. Managed to eliminate 2 of them, but the last guy got me. The third one. Which is the way of the world here. Ah, he got him, okay. Good, good.
Is yours. Zone B lost. They have advantage. You captured Zone A.
Ah,
Advantage.
missed
You gained
it.
the lead.
That's annoying. I thought he was gonna come my way. Oh, it's gonna chase me, I can tell. Nope. That's odd. I thought he was firing from behind. Skyburner's always from that distance. Our friend Salman says, yeah, I caught up with gaming news and PvP needs to be more balanced in Destiny 2. Well, there's been a kind of a big
He has a power play.
bit of news yesterday. The director of the game, Joe Blackburn, went live by himself and he released a video, right? And in this video he's talking about all the improvements to the PvP and everything else that they allegedly will be doing. But that was in response to the huge amount of anger coming out of our community last week after he published that state of the game, you know, kind of quarterly. No, 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 no. You got me. So definitely worth keeping an eye on the video. I'm not sure whether you watched it, but I've got the video here on the chat. If you just scroll, you'll be able to get the video. I left it with the article from Polygon, and it, you know, it gives you a very good description of what will be happening with the game in the months and years to follow. Skyburner's Oath. Sorry, I have to focus, otherwise I'll be obliterated. The link is on the chat. If you just scroll a bit, you know, you'll find it and you can watch it. It's the article together with no, he didn't really die. Well, it doesn't look rosy for us in here, I'm afraid. Quite like the map. I think the map's really good. Probably the best one I've played altogether. And again, I didn't get... That's ridiculous.
Zone B captured. Only 5 minutes left. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. They have advantage. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
But you can really see in this match how, for instance, the guys that are killing us there, they got quick access to the server. The server is working better for them. It's not just the internet speed, it's a quick access to the server. And they're just obliterating us. Look at that. We can't get to our kills because of the speed. And that's also one of the complaints there that people have been raising. Like even from this distance is not dying, you know, it should be literally on spot instantly. Loads of technical problems. I don't know whether it's the negligence or what, you know, it's just hard to tell. The community are not happy, but for me personally, I've been playing the Boy Destiny games for 9 years and I'm just sick of PvP getting neglected. I used to play a lot of competitive, but to many cheaters now. Yeah, it's lots of problems, from cheaters to the speed problems, you know. The speed problems are the biggest danger there, as if you watch this, if you're watching this match, you can really see that the other guys have massive supremacy. So just watch my kills when I'm firing at someone. Just watch this, yeah. Skewed. Yeah, the problem with the PvP is, first of all, accessing the server information. And I've seen that several times. If I'm being connected to a different server and the other guys are just having, you know, quicker route, then we are just literally cannon fodder. We're not able to do anything. In the course of today, I've had games where I would have like 25, 30 kills, and then other games I have like 2 or 3. And it's got nothing to do with skills of the players. Nothing. You know, nothing at all. It's all to do with accessing the information, how quickly. And also the other thing is I played it earlier today on my Xbox Series S, and everything was a lot easier, a lot better than on PlayStation. On PlayStation it's laggy, it's slow due to the actual processing power that the old console has. So that has a huge influence as well. But you know, we're doing it for fun here. It's a charitable fundraiser. It's not like anything to do with competition. It can be frustrating if, well, I guess, one is swinging from one console to the other and you can see the massive difference. But that's just a fact. No, it's a defeat, of course. 65.
You eat monsters for breakfast. You can win a battle for territory. Again.
See, it says 10 opponents defeated. I thought that defeated many more than 10. 5 zones as well. It just seems really bad. Well, it's for them, the way they see it, it's easy money. You know, it doesn't require much maintenance. You just leave it as it is, and people keep coming in addictively, and you know, keep replaying. Whilst obviously the big thing is requiring a lot of investment on every level, be it human resources or financial or any other. But we come to the end of our session for today. I want to thank our friends Sandman and Gale for coming in. Thank you for that. And our friend says it's the server that is the issue. You only need a good 25 meg stable connection. Well, it's a mixture of issues, you know. I mean, I can tell you today I played it on Xbox Series S and I had much faster access to the service because of the processing power that the console has. Once I migrated to PlayStation 4 in order to do my stream, everything was just literally like walking through glue. And it's partly to do with the console, partly to do with the service, partly to do with the connectivity. You know, it's all different bits and pieces which are fully included. It's not just one thing, but you know, I think we just have to hope for the best once the new content comes out. I think the tech's still not as well developed. Once we have supersonic speeds and once we have the consoles and the equipment which is, you know, exactly the same, then we'd be able to compete and do some scores, because ultimately it's not possible with the state of play, you know, generally for any PvP game. Obviously I've played lots of them and I can tell you it's the same, it's pretty much the same story for the vast majority. And it's all about the connectivity to the servers, and also it's about the actual speed that somebody has. So if you have very fast speed, like ultra fast fiber, which means like 1000 upload, if you have the latest console, Xbox Series S or X, and you are within the proximity where your internet service, your mast will be connecting to, you know, the closest, to the fastest, then you will have advantage. It's just a fact. When they play esports, they will have exactly the same setup, exactly the same speed, the same equipment, they're all in the same room, and therefore you can see what the skills of certain players really are, and that's why it's being run like that. What we do online like this is just nothing. It's a joke, really. Alright, so thank you very much, sir, for coming in today. Really appreciate it, and very good to see you, very good to hear from you. I'm glad to hear that you are safe and well and everything is as good as it should be. And I can just echo the idea for someone to be taking breaks. I think it's always a very good idea, and I always take lots of breaks, sometimes even in my streams or during a week, in order to clear my head, to be enlightened with other things, and then come back to it. It's and also every single time you come back to it, it's like you play Destiny a lot and then you migrate to another game, you come back to it maybe 6 months later. It's like coming back home. You're refreshed. You're getting like a different sort of idea. So definitely always feels good to do that. So thank you for that. Anyway, we come to the end of our charitable stream for today. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you for being our valued community members. Thank you for contributing and supporting our fundraiser. We are going to be back tomorrow, so with more of Destiny, and we'll see what we do. Really, I told you I probably will be doing some more of the PvP in view of the seasonal ending and in view of everything that we heard from the game director. Well, I'll decide it on the spot, and then I'll give you the rest of the information as we go along. Also, like I said, I will be away from next week, so there won't be any streams for a couple of weeks, but I'll be in contact with you through all of my social networking platforms. We'll have some other activity in there with shorts and clips and interesting content that everyone is going to be able to view. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching today, and I shall wish you all a very good night and see you all tomorrow, and take care. All the very best to everyone.